When Ego made the Blue Lock egoists swear to put their blood, sweat, and tears on the line for Japan's national team, I didn't think it was this serious. Rin has blood dripping from his nose, Isagi is literally crying on the pitch, and Kunigami, man's about to gas out just from sitting on the bench. What's going on everyone, my name is Animasu, and today we'll be taking a look at the Blue Lock chapter 280 leaks, titled Prodigy's Wall. If you enjoy Blue Lock and want to stay updated, please consider clicking that subscribe button or even joining my community Discord to interact with other fans of the series. I'm also hosting a Blue Lock Halloween art competition right now, so make sure to check that out. Anyways, without any further yapping, let's get right into today's leaks. Chapter 280 starts off with intro text which states, "The divine sprinter Loki, he has stopped the Kaiser impact with his menacing, extraordinary speed." With an overhead view of the loose ball flying away from the goal, Kaiser grits his teeth together while cursing under his breath. With everyone else sprinting in pursuit of the deflected ball, Isagi and Kaiser just stand there, shocked and angered, as Loki even taunts them with a side-eye and egotistical smile. The second page shows Nanase screaming out, as Karasu leaps into the air to gain possession for PXG. Heading the ball over Yohiori, Karasu passes to Zantetsu and tells him to go forth, also calling him a stupid accelerator. Ignoring the insult, or more than likely just missing it, PXG sprinter quickly leaps forward to trap the ball, readying himself to take off. Then leaping into his dash, Zantetsu effortlessly speeds up to the max speed in mere seconds, passing by both Ryusei and Alexis Ness. Despite catching the two off guard, Zantetsu still will have Kyoragen to deal with, as Ryusei screams out telling him to play rationally and patiently. Zantetsu however bypasses any trouble from Kiora though, because with one simple pass, shidou ryusei, PXG's demon now has full possession of the ball, and Kunigami's not there to lock him down. Creeping behind Zantetsu however using his metavision, Isagi Yoichi is thinking about what a genius even means to begin with. He originally thought the term genius just referred to amazing or talented players, however Julian Loki, that amazing speed can't simply be explained with the term genius. No matter though, he sprints ahead confidently, knowing he must analyze and break this all down for the sake of victory. I must understand the concept of a genius. Thinking back on moments like Julian Loki's deflection, Itoshi-Rin's rampage, and even Noa's awakening, Isagi wonders if a genius is someone who exceeds all logic within their own unique, unimaginable plays. Speeding up even faster, Isagi is then shoulder to shoulder with Noa, asking him what he can possibly do in this hopeless situation. Instead of just saying he doesn't know like in the Ubers game or giving him the direct path, Noa stares at Isagi and repeats exactly what he once said. "Like I said, bring me a theory that can beat even me, Isagi Yoichi." Paying him no more attention and staring blankly ahead, Noa tells Isagi that he's only interested in players who can strive to or can beat him. Right now, however, he claims to feel no heat coming from Isagi at all. This obviously causes our poor Yoichi to look depressed, thinking back on all the times Rin, Shidou, and Loki have outclassed them. He finally realizes that geniuses are not players who are logical, but rather ones who simply live as they please, to then naturally become the center of attention. Itoshi-Rin doesn't crave the title of number one entirely, but rather wants to kill Isagi and Sai. Shidou doesn't strive for that title either, he simply plays for his own explosions and enjoys himself. They both however naturally rose to the top spots and gained huge offers, because playing with passion and originality, that's what makes a true egoist. With a blacked out panel of Isagi rearranging his puzzle pieces, he admits that he may not be a genius yet. Despite that, he'll call himself a prodigy, one who will continue to adapt and learn from these rampant geniuses. Anyways, Charles continues to embarrass Ryusei by quickly dribbling past him, screaming out for PXG strikers to go rampant once more. Charles' pass was obviously aimed towards shidou ryusei, who confirms this by complimenting his demonic partner while sprinting to receive it. Michael Kaiser however places himself in between Shidou and the pass, swearing to stop their so-called pervert hotline. Crazy comms, I'm not gonna lie. Anyways, Itoshi-Rin then calls out to the Blue Rose, calling his movements tepid and even causing him to activate his metavision with a panicked expression. With Shidou holding him back though, Kaiser is left helplessly watching as Rin leaps through the air, trapping Charles' pass with minimal effort. Apparently this was the Berserker hotline meant for Rin and Charles, which funny enough, causes Shidou to get jealous over this link-up play. He calls Itoshi-Rin a wife stealer, which causes Charles to laugh at it and respond by telling him to stop fighting. Itoshi-Rin then continues up the field, passing up one BM defender while approaching two more. Hiyori and an NPC are helpless in the face of this genius, because even pushing with their full physical might, they cannot stop this monster. Rin's sea urchin aura is once again shown here as he holds them back, which is interesting to me as it indicates he can switch between rationality and this form at will now. No matter though, Igarashi comes sliding in with his prayer beater once again activating. With Yohiyori still holding back Rin though, Igarashi arrives as the final nail in the coffin, shutting down every possible route he could go. Crashing out though while cursing aloud, Rin once again charges into Igarashi, putting his full weight and effort into ragdolling him through the air. I mean, this is a generational crash out we're witnessing here, because Rin even begins to sprint after Igarashi, who's laid out on the ground, screaming at him in frustration. With a whistle stopping him though, Igarashi has once again earned a foul with his technique, regaining possession for Basher Munich. Even with Rin shrieking out and cursing in his face, the monk flexes up on his haters, mocking Rin by telling him to take it. Ayo, pause? Raichi and Yuri are then shown to be sighing in relief, as they compliment Igarashi for stopping Rin at the very last second. Isagi, however, is shown to be distraught in the background, as he now seems to have lost all hope in defeating these geniuses. He undervalues his mind by simply calling himself a smart person, compared to the likes of people like Kaiser and Noah. Isagi is used to reading ahead into his enemy's play, always being one step ahead using logic and rationality. Now though, against these unpredictable geniuses, that one positive attribute is no longer a constant weapon. Until now, he's been able to scrape by using his direct shot and extensions of it. However, that was just something perceived with effort and isn't special. Ahead lies the territory of the world's best strikers though, the true geniuses of the sport. Physical abilities beyond imagination, incomprehensible urges towards the goal, superhuman philosophy. Isagi thinks about all these incredible players, their weapons, and even motivations going into the world stage, realizing that only these geniuses can survive what comes next. Leaning over, however, with his hands on his knees, Isagi says that being a smart guy won't be enough to make it. His imagination could only carry him so far, and despite wanting to beat Rin, wanting to beat the world's best, Isagi fears he'll soon disappear. Tears then begin to flow and drop from his eyes, as Isagi Yoichi sobs, unable to picture any path for victory. Some people say it's sweat, but I don't know man, this panel kinda makes it look like it's coming from his eyes when you see it. The bigger picture is he can just not see himself competing on the world stage yet. However, everything is finally catching up to him, and it's clear his mind is shattered. The perspective then abruptly changes though to the monitoring room, as Ego Jinpachi watches Isagi break down on the field. Ego knows that the world of natural talent and absurd horrors may seem incompatible for him, but still urges Isagi to use this wall as a stepping stone. If he can just continue on and try to compete, Ego is confident that a new path will open for those who can push against their walls or limitations. Isagi does seem to bare his teeth here and begin to look angry, which is a good sign considering he was sobbing 3 pages ago. Ending out today's chapter though, Ego says that Isagi must now develop a formula for his own evolution. Instead of analyzing everyone around him and breaking down their ideal environments, scenarios, etc., Yoichi must now do the same for himself to continue on. The outro text for today's chapter says, "I can't win. I can't reach it. Geniuses are far above in the clouds." However, just before giving up, Ego Jinpachi shows the way. It makes no sense considering that Ego isn't directly talking to Isagi and giving him this advice, but it'd be hilarious if bro just helped him out over the intercom, or secretly talked through his earpiece. That would be true egoist activities, doing anything possible to win. Anyways, the upcoming chapter 281 title is Equation of Evolution, which will obviously revolve around Isagi attempting to break down and rebuild himself. It's pretty clear to me now that he'll be scoring the winning goal. However, if the author really wants to, he could create a situation where PXG will win and Isagi ends the match awakened. I'm not sure it would narratively be the best though, as he does deserve to get number 1, but once again, that too can happen even with PXG's victory. With that sadly being the end of today's leaks, let me know down in the comments what you all think comes next. Will Hiyori finally show his sadistic side and assist Kaiser and Noah, further causing Isagi to awaken and contemplate? Whatever the case may be, if you enjoy Blue Lock or just want to support my channel, please click that subscribe button, comment below for the algorithm, and even join my community Discord in the description. I can't wait to see you all around, and please have an amazing day.